Good morning, children. Welcome back to our math session. Today's topic is exercise 6.3, question number 6 of squares and square roots. Let me start. Let me start our next question. That is question number 6 of exercise 6.3. The question is, for each of the following numbers, find the smallest whole number by which it should be divided so as to get a perfect square. Also find the square root of the square number so obtained. So in question number 5, we already done that the smallest number by which it should be multiplied so as to get a perfect square, isn't it? But here instead of multiplication, we are doing division. The same way only. In question number 5, what we have done means the number which is not having a pair, that number we have multiplied with the given number, isn't it? The same way here also, the number which is not having a pair, that number we are dividing with the given number. So that is the smallest number. And the remaining pair is the perfect square number. Understood? So in multiplication, we have make one more pair, but here we are taking that number, but is not having a pair. Okay, let me see. Question number 1. The number is 252. First, take the prime factors of 252. That you already know how to find the prime factors, isn't it? Start with the smallest possible prime number. Okay. So after doing prime factorization, we got 252 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 7. So here you can see that 2 and 3 are having pair, but 7 is not having a pair. 7 is only there one number itself, isn't it? So I already told you which number is not having a pair. That number you can divide with the given number. So here you can say that 7 is the smallest whole number that should be divided with the given number. We will get it as a perfect square. Okay. So how we will write? Here, prime factor 7 has no pair. Therefore, 252 must be divided by 7 to make it a perfect square. So, 252 divided by 7 is equal to 36. And one more question is there. Also find the square root of the square number so obtained. So, here we got the square number is 36. So, we have to find the square root of 36. That is equal to remaining number that are having pair. Means here 2 and 3. So, 2, 3 are 6. Clear? Continuation of question number 6. Second number 2925. So here also first we have to factorize. So after factorizing, we are getting 2925 is equal to 3 into 3 into 5 into 5 into 13. Isn't it? Here also 3 and 5 are having pair. 13 doesn't have. So we have to divide 13 with the given number. Isn't it? So how to write here? Prime factor 13 has no pair. Therefore, 2925 must be divided by 13 to make it a perfect square. Therefore, 2925 divided by 13 is equal to 225. And root 225 is equal to 3 into 5. That is 15. Clear? Okay. Continuation of question number 6, third number 396. As usual, first take the factors of 396. So after factorizing, we are getting 396 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 11. Here also 2 and 3 are having pair, but is 11 doesn't have. So we have to divide 11 with 396. So here prime factor 11 has no pair. Therefore, 396 must be divided by 11 to make it a perfect square. Therefore, 396 divided by 11 is equal to 36. And root 36 is equal to 3 into 2. That is equal to 6. Continuing question 6, fourth number 2645. Here the factors of 2645 is 5 into 23 into 23. 23 is having pair, but 5 is not having pair. So we have to divide 5 with 2645. So the answer is here prime factor 5 has no pair. Therefore, 2645 must be divided by 5 to make it a perfect square. Therefore, 2645 divided by 5 is equal to 529 and root 529 is equal to 23. Clear? Now fifth number 2800. After factorizing, we will get 2800 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 5 into 5 into 7. So here 2 and 5 are having pair, 7 doesn't have, isn't it? So how to write here? Prime factor 7 has no pair. Therefore, 2800 must be divided by 7 to make it a perfect square. So 2800 divided by 7 is equal to 400 and root 400 is equal to 2 into 2 into 5, that is equal to 20. Clear? Now last question of question number 6, that is 1620. So first factorize. After factorizing, we are getting 1620 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 5. Here also we can see that 2 and 3 are having pair, but 5 doesn't have, isn't it? So here prime factor 5 has no pair. Therefore, 1620 must be divided by 5 to make it a perfect square. So therefore, 1620 divided by 5 is equal to 324 and root 324 is equal to 2 into 3 into 3 is equal to 18. Clear? Here we are winding up this session. We are completed question number 6 of exercise 6.3 here. Note down all the questions in your notebook and revise it. Okay. And one more thing, coming Tuesday, you are having a test of lesson 2 linear equation in one variable. Only solve the following, not word problems. Okay. Revise the solution, finding the value of x. Okay. Thank you.